Hello, hello. It's Lanissa and my favorite liaison in residence, Kate, and we are coming at you with another episode of What's Hot and What's Not for physician liaisons and healthcare sales reps. And today we are talking about professionalism, because what's hot is professionalism. And I know this day and age, a lot of people want to believe that professionalism is dead, but I am here to tell you that professionalism is not dead. So what's hot is professionalism, and what does that mean, and what does that look like? Well, number one, don't look like you just rolled out of bed with your messy bun and your PJs and your house shoes. I know that that is a great look for Saturday morning, but that is not a great look for the field. So have your clothes ironed, look nice. Your grandma and your mom probably taught you that it's better to be overdressed than underdressed. So
you're right.
Professional attire is appropriate in this situation. And also think about your language and your communication. And I know that F-bombs are everywhere on Twitter and in social media, but they are not appropriate in this environment. So keep your language and your communication clean, calm, and professional. And there are a million different directions we could go with professionalism, but I think, Kate, you said it best when you use common sense. And if you have to ask, is this appropriate? Then the answer is probably not.
Probably
so
not.
I would love to hear your thoughts on this one, Kate.
I mean, professionalism, it's so all-encompassing, right? It's like the whole image. It's not only what you're wearing, but it could even be where you park when you drive up to the office. You know, do you self-entitled park right in the front door, or do you park kind of off to the side so you have time to make your notes? And or is your are you punctual? Do you respond to their requests in a timely manner? Is your email communication effective? Is it, you know, do you sign it with like a lowercase first letter of your name, like for me to be like lowercase k, or do you say, you know, thanks, Kate Gibson, right? Those little tiny things that all
check. You
spell check, or capital letters in the subject line. I mean, capitalize the subject line, or don't all caps it, but just like you said, there's a million different ways we could go. I could talk on this forever, but that image is so important to getting past the gatekeeper, establishing that rapport, because even if it seems shallow to you or if it seems ridiculous, it can be really hard for some people to give credibility past that physical image that they're seeing, right? So if you've got that professional image all buttoned up, and we're not saying you have to wear a suit and tie, but just, you know, you look polished and it makes you feel polished, then automatically anything that comes out of your mouth is given more credibility than if you looked like you were headed to Walmart on Saturday, like you said, and you're over here trying to talk about the latest surgical technology. It just does you a big favor if you keep it professional. It's really a favor to yourself.
Yes, absolutely. And as much as we maybe don't like it, that is the absolute reality, is that for us to have that credibility as an expert or as a partner, we have to appear as such. And so we have to have that level of professionalism and present in that way. So that,
think about it like this. Here's I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I was
going to say, it just this analogy is popping to my head. Like, think about if you were to go in to get surgery from let's go to say you're going to an ophthalmologist, and you walked in and you got to meet with the doctor, and they were wearing their golf clothes, like they're wearing their, you know, golf polo and their golf shorts because they have a golf tournament after work. Do you feel like they're really going to take their time with you as a patient? Do you feel like their heads all in the surgery that's for you? Probably not. There's going to be like a little something in you that's like, this is weird. I thought he was a doctor. Where's his white coat, you know, or where's his scrubs? There's a doctor image, right? There's doctor image. It's the same for you as a liaison or as a healthcare sales rep. There is an image that offices have of those people. And if you come in just in your t-shirt, or maybe you've got a golf tournament later, so you're wearing golf shorts and a golf polo, it just kind of makes it a little bit harder to establish who you are, why you're there, why it's important that you meet with the doctor. Whereas if you just dress that part, and play into that professional image that everyone has of sales reps in their head, then you're doing yourself just a huge favor. And same for the doctor. They lose credibility when they don't look like a doctor, right?
Right. Absolutely. So if what's hot is professionalism, then what's not hot is unprofessionalism. So I love a good scrunchie as much as anyone, but walking
they're so in now. They're coming back.
Bun on top of your head like you just rolled out of bed, probably not going to lend to credibility. And Kate, you talked about, as much as we love our flip-flops in the heat, probably shouldn't walk in your flip-flops, and using spell check, all of those kinds of things. So unprofessionalism is not hot. And I think you had a great story of a former counterpart. So tell us about that, because it's a fun one.
Oh man. Well, this person had a tendency to park right in the front door. Whatever parking spot was closest to the front door of the office, that's where they would park. And, you know, we all sit in our car sometimes and finish up your notes or catch up on some emails, or maybe you're just finishing your lunch before you go into that office. But this person would blast their music. So it'd be like that thumping bass, you know, that maybe I'm old, but anytime I hear that, I'm like, turn that down. But, you know, but the whole office had been, I could see this person, hear this person, see them in the parking lot, and they'd be in their car for 20 or 30 minutes before they got out. And then they would get out, come in, and expect to be like, you know, Mr. Professional sales rep. Whereas the office is like, weren't you that guy that was sitting out there with your bass, you know, shoving Chick-fil-A in your mouth? Those are things that
prime parking.
Right. Yes, exactly. Those are the things that you just want to park off to the side, you know, or park under a tree somewhere. Take care of that, because it's not professional. It doesn't help your professional image if the whole office is getting to watch you in your natural habitat for 30 minutes before you come in.
Yeah.
So that's one tip.
Absolutely. So keep it professional. That is what's hot today. And if you want to learn more, you can check us out on lb.solutions. Until next time, we'll see you later.
Bye.